Hello everyone, today we are discussing about the UGC NET paper 1 teaching aptitude most important question. So let's start. Question number 1, quadrant 1 e tutorial, so A1, and quadrant 2 B2 e content, and quadrant 3 web resources or reading material. ठीक है, reading material C3, and quadrant 4 self assessment D4. So option number 1 was the correct answer. Next, question number 2, in the style of the involvement in student tendency to take more time to respond on the accuracy of answer is known as option number 3 reflective style was the correct answer. Next, question number 3, in which type of assessment do students measure their own progresses against the previous performance rather than against the external criteria or peers? Option number 2 ipsative assessment was the correct answer. Next, question number 4. Which of the following correct in the context of the artificial intelligence on the innovation in the evaluation system? A. It is a software that used to automated scoring. This is correct. And AI technique is applied to learn how the instructor grade a problem or response. This is also correct. And it is final authority about the student performance. This is incorrect. And the instructors evaluate a sample, set the student response, and AI system created a computer model, incorporated rules inferred. This is also correct. And E personal presently most of the higher educational institutions in the country employ AI based evaluation system. This is incorrect. So option number 4 was the correct answer. A, B and D was the correct answer. Next, question number 5, मैच द फॉलोइंग दिया हुआ है, ठीक है. ए यहाँ पर लिस्ट 1 एंड 2 जैक्सन्स लर्निंग स्टाइल एंड डिस्क्रिप्शन मैच करना होगा. तो फर्स्ट में आएगा हाई सेंसेशन स्पीकर, A3 होगा, ठीक है. गेट इन्वॉल्व इन न्यू चैलेंजेस एक्टिविटीज एंड गोल ओरिएंटेड अचीवर्स, B4 one who set the learning goals which generally hard and specific, has confidence to achieve the goals, so B4. And emotionally intelligence achievers, C2 learns from their mistakes, processes scientific and detached and autonomous learning style, processes information and emotionally intelligent manner. So C2 was the correct answer. C2 was the correct matching. And consciousness achiever conscientious achievers, D1 responsible for the rational learner, inward and are to explore the world so the positive goals can be achieved. So option number 2 was the correct answer. A3, B4, C2 and D3 or D1. So option number 2 was the correct answer or correctly matching. Next, question number 6. In the context of learning, which of the following does not represent the self-concept learning? Self-concept. Option number A. It is what an individual feels about others. Was the correct answer. This is not represent the self-concept. Okay. और अदर्स ऑप्शन और करेक्ट है, ठीक है. It is what the individual feels, how the other think and receive the him or her, and it is an answer and awareness of the individuals about his or her strength, and it is the awareness of the individual about his or her weakness. So option number A or 1 was the correct answer, ठीक है. This does not represent the self concept और अदर सर सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट की बात करता है. सो Number 1 was the correct answer. Next, question number 7. Which of the following are interactive whiteboard software that allow the teachers to create the digital lessons and annotate document and collaborated with student real time student in real time? Jamboard, Stormboard and concept board was the correct answer. ठीक है. Camtasia, Camtasia and Protagon was incorrect. So option number 2 was the correct answer. A, C and D. ठीक है. Next, question number 8. Which of the following correctly represent the characteristics of teaching? A, to provide the guidance and training to the student. This is correct. And interaction between the authors. This is incorrect. And to provide the formal and informal education. This is also correct. And an art to import the knowledge to the student in an effective way. This is also correct. And to prepare the policies for the corporate bodies. This is incorrect. So option number 3 was the correct answer. A, C and D was the correct answer. ठीक है. Next, question number 9. में से फॉलोइंग दिया हुआ है. लर्निंग स्टाइल एंड कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स. Convergers, A2, they are good at abstract conceptualization and active experimentation like the solving problem or problem solving and practical application of the ideas. So A2 and their divergers B1, they are best to concrete the experience and reflective observation and their strength in their imaginative ability. They tend to interested in people and the emotional element. So B1. An assimilator C4. Assimilator was ability to create an theoretical models, processes and sound logic, inductive reasoning and analytics less interested in people. So assimilator C4 and accommodator D3. Accommodator, they enjoy and seek new experiences and adapt to the new situation and are intuitive and risk taker, open minded. So option number 3 was the correct answer. ठीक है. Next, question number 10. स्वयं प्रभा चैनल एंड थीम मैच करने के लिए बोला गया है. ठीक है. स्वयं प्रभा चैनल 3 प्रबोध, social science and behavioral science. So A4 and channel 004 Sarsat B1 education and home science and channel 05 Prabandhan C2 information and communication management studies and channel 06 Vedic D3 law and legal studies. So option number 3 was the correct answer. ठीक है. Next, question number 11. The main purpose of establishing the television in India at initial stage was option number 3 education and awareness among the rural population was the correct answer. The main purpose of establishing the television in India was initial stage. Option number 3 education and awareness among the rural population was the correct answer. Next, question number 12. Which higher order knowledge can make the differences between how well and quickly one students learn material? Option number 3 metacognition was the correct answer. Next, question number 13. A collection of the student work in an area showing the growth, self-reflection and achievement is known as portfolio was the correct answer. Option number 2. Next, question number 14 में ऐसा फॉलोइंग दिया हुआ है, ठीक है. टर्म एंड मीनिंग, डिसीजन मेकिंग A4, evaluating the alternative and making choice among them, so A4, and confirmation bias B3, a tendency to search and use of the information that supported our ideas rather than refuse them, so B3, and belief preservance C1, a tendency to hold the belief in faces of the contradictory evidence, C1, and observations bias D2, the tendency to have more confidence in judgment and decision that we should based on the probability. So option number 3 was the correct answer, ठीक है, or correctly matching. Next, question number 15, which of the following are the explanations of the pedagogical dilemma of a teacher in the practice of constructivism? Developing the more in-depth knowledge of the subject matter, this is correct, and managing the new idea of discourses and participatory work in classroom, this is also correct, and respecting the students effort to think for themselves while remaining faithful to accept the thematic ideas, this is also correct, and mastering the art of facilitation, this is also correct. So A, B, C, D was the correct answer. Option number 1, ठीक है, dealing with the issue of the accountability with the various stakeholders and school community, this is incorrect. So option number 1 was the correct answer, A, B, C, D, ठीक है. Next, question number 16, project method of teaching was first proposed by option number 2, John Dewey was the correct answer, John Dewey. Next, question number 17, is a sociology professor wants to know the opinion of the student on the controversial social issue discussed in the classes. Using the following tool can be to conduct the polling among the students and real time analyzing their responses. Poll everywhere, straw poll, and survey monkey, and mentimeter. So A, C, D, E was the correct answer, and Kimitasia was incorrect. So option number 2 was the correct answer, A, C, D, E was the correct answer. Next, question number 18, what cannot be held in correct motivation or motivate of the question answer technique in teaching? Option number 3, to immediate and hammer the self confidence was the correct answer. This is not the correct motivated of question answer technique, okay? And test of knowledge to locate the difficulty and to promote the thinking and originality, these are the correct, but option number 3 was not the question answer technique, so option number 3 was the correct answer. Next, question number 19, a child of the first class trying to learn how to draw the circle on his own, but is able to do with the help of his or her teacher. In the light of the Vygotsky's theory, it highlighted the option number 3, draw of the proximal development theory was the correct answer. Next, question number 20, In a biology classes, the teacher wants to conduct the formative assessment to gauge the student in understanding to cell structure and that functions. Which of the following tool wanted to the most effective to creating the interactive quizzes and immediate feedback? Google Form, Kahoot was the correct answer, and Adobe instructors and Audacity and Camtasia was incorrect. So option number 3 was the correct answer, A and C. ठीक है. Next क्वेश्चन नंबर 21. मैच द फॉलोइंग दिया हुआ है. ठीक है. टाइप ऑफ लर्नर एंड एग्जांपल. जजिंग लर्नर A3. ठीक है. concern with the knowledge, concern with the knowing the essential and take the action quickly and intolerance to ambiguity. So A3. And extrovert learners B1, who depends on the outside stimulation and interaction for engaging in learning, and the intuitor C4, seek out the pattern and relationship among the facts they gather, the inferences guesses in the context. And the thinker D2, they chooses to decide their thing impartially based on the analysis, self-discipline, logic, prefer clear courses and outcome. So option number 3 was the correct matching. ठीक है. A3, B1, C4 and D3. Next question, today's last question. In self-directed learning, which of the following are the key features of the self-directed student? They have instincts, motivation, this is correct, and they have the capacity to choose the personal goal, this is also correct, and they have self-discipline, this is also correct, and they have self-assessment ability, this is also correct, and they have metacognitive skills, this is also correct. So option number 4, all of these are correct answer. तो डन. इस तरह की वीडियो पाने के लिए प्लीज सब्सक्राइब माय चैनल एंड थैंक्स फॉर वाचिंग. प्लीज शेयर माय वीडियो.